Hey friend, what's poppin'? Welcome! My name is Sneh and today we're going to be talking about things I wish I knew before I became an actor. But before we do that, have you subscribed? Oh, Robert. You're back again for like the third time now? Come on. Girl, don't be scared. Subscribe! 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 It's free! Trust me, it's free. No money is going to be deducted from your bank account. It is absolutely free. And also, while you're at it, follow me on Instagram. Like, I post nice, cute pictures there. So, button, follow, subscribe, like. The video is gonna be nice. Trust me. You don't need to like at the end. The first thing I wish I knew before I became an actor is that it's not glamorous. The red carpet is glamorous. Taking pictures of people at the mall is glamorous. But the work itself, the work is still, at the end of the day, work. You are still at work. You're still working. The hours are crazy. You can get a call time near 4 in the morning. So you have to get up at like 3, take a shower, go to work, come back really late. You can come back at like 12 and then have to get up at 3 a.m. again the next day. Literally, it's crazy. So all the work that you have to put in for working on your character, the acting itself, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, it's amazing. So most times it doesn't even feel like work, but it's not the most glamorous. The next thing is the money's not that great. In South Africa especially, the money's not that great. Most South African actors earn next to nothing. They don't even earn a quarter of their worth. Like, that's why you see a lot of actors or TV personalities right now, they are struggling, they are begging for money, they need their fans to support them, and their houses are being foreclosed, or they don't know when their next meal is because they haven't had a gig in so long and they don't get royalties and stuff like that. So even just the salary itself, like, it's not what you'd expect. Like, whatever you think that a certain actor gets, picture an actor in your head, picture an actor in your head. Think of all the work that they've done, however long they've been on a certain show. How much do you think they're worth? Divided by 2,000. That's the answer. Not really, but like, it's not what you think it is. If you think an actor earns like 100K and they earn like 20. I'm just saying. Next thing I thought I wish I knew is the show will go on with or without you. The show needs to go on. At 8 o'clock, Generations needs to air. So the show is gonna go on. Whether you're being a diva, whether you think you are a superstar, or whether you get injured, the show is gonna go on. So I think in this part, I want to just say, like, just make sure you're always on the director, producer's good books. They can replace you anytime. They can kill your character anytime. Anything can happen. So just make sure that you're always doing your best. You're not being a diva on set, because you can wake up today, be a diva the whole day. Next day, you're unemployed and someone else is playing your role. Just like that. The next thing is that your body is no longer yours. When you become an actor, you're going to sign a contract that for the duration of you shooting with that TV show, you're not allowed to gain weight, you're not allowed to lose weight, you're not allowed to cut your hair, you're not allowed to dye your hair, unless if it has to do with the character. So if you are a character who is, let's just say you're playing a character who's a fitness bunny, you're not allowed to get out of shape. You have to stay in shape because your character is a fitness bunny. Even if you just so happen to maybe naturally just be that shape and you start to slack off or whatever, you have to remain that shape, you have to remain that size. And you can't do anything to your hair, you can't get any new tattoo or anything. That body belongs to the character. Like, you literally sign off your body to the character, and now like anything you change is not supposed to affect the character in any way. The next thing is the work. It starts at home. It doesn't start when you get on set. The work doesn't start when you start saying your lines in front of a camera. The work starts at home. So there's a pretty famous slogan in the acting industry: an actor prepares. So by the time you get on set, you have to already have broken down your script, read your script, know your lines, or at least know what's going on, the context of the scene, so that you can be able to perform at your utmost best. So you don't go and like now check your script 2 minutes before you have to go on set, memorize your lines quickly and then go in, because there's like levels and dimensions to how you're supposed to do your performance. So the work actually starts at home. So once you leave set and go home, you have to go do homework. Part of the not glamorous part that I was talking about in the first point thing is something that I experienced. Other people may not experience it, but something that I experienced is that your skin, you're gonna go from probably not wearing makeup ever to wearing makeup every single day. Your skin is going to start screaming. Your skin is going to betray you. Your skin, you are going to start looking like a toad. My skin was like, I've never had the best skin, you know. I've always had problems with my skin, but at the time when I went to Muvhango, my skin was behaving. Like, I had like a couple of pimples here and there, spots here and there. I'd just done an acne treatment and my skin was starting to pop. And then I go there a month later, my skin is screaming. My skin is asking for help, it's begging for help. It doesn't know what's going on. Like, my skin just broke out so badly. Every single product that I tried, until I tried the Hermosa Flow clearing range, nothing was working for my skin. And the things that were kind of working were working so slow. Like, I got to a point where my skin was so bad. My skin got so damaged. Another thing is that the audience thinks you're in a reality show. Not everyone, obviously, but there are so many people that believe that that person they see on TV is the person they see in real life. If you drink alcohol in real life and you're playing a pastor, when they see you drinking alcohol, they're gonna freak out. If you're playing a pregnant person and they bump into you at the mall and you're not pregnant, they're gonna freak out. They're gonna assume you're a doctor in real life if you're a doctor on set. They're gonna assume you're actually married in real life. If they see you with another man, they're gonna assume you're cheating on your on-set husband. I literally thought that was like, I literally thought people were joking. I literally thought it wasn't that serious, but it actually is. Like, there are people who genuinely wholeheartedly believe that whatever it is that's happening on set or on TV is your real life, and it genuinely shocks them when they find out that it's not your real life. Another thing that I wish I knew before I became an actor is that rejection is the name of the game. Before you get your big role, you might get 1,000, hundreds, billions of rejections before you get your big role. If you going to be doing auditions, if you audition for 10, 20, 50, you might not get not even one of them. And even after you get your role, you still have to be fighting to keep it. And even if you fight your hardest, you might not get to keep it. So rejection is the name of the game. You're going to get rejected a lot. And one thing I want you to know before you decide to start trying to put yourself out there is that it's nothing personal. No one has a personal vendetta against you. It's just God's timing is God's timing, and you were just not fit for that role, and God is cooking up something bigger for you. You get me? Another thing is that it's hard. You have to be vulnerable in order to become a good actor. In order for you to become in order for you to act truthfully, in order for your emotions to show truthfully, you have to be vulnerable. And being vulnerable is not easy. You might think it's easy, but you have to, like, you kind of have to open up wounds that you don't want to open up doors, the closets that you don't want to open up. Maybe if you're having like a scene where it's an emotional scene and you have to cry, you might have to be vulnerable in a certain way, where you have to open up a certain closet that you've had like closed for a while. You might have to open it up in order for you to show your true emotions. You understand me? Yeah, so like, it's not easy. Being vulnerable is not easy. Acting truthfully is not easy. Even in scenes where you're supposed to be funny, even in scenes where you're supposed to be neutral. Like, lastly, the exhaustion. After you go through 13, 15, 20 scenes, especially if in most of those scenes you are being emotional. Like, I remember when I was doing the pregnancy storyline, most of the time Renelo was not happy, so I was supposed to not be happy, and I had like 13 scenes, 15 scenes where the entire time I was unhappy. I was unhappy with my friend, I was unhappy with my mom, I was unhappy with my husband, like the whole entire time I was unhappy. And like, when you come back from 13 scenes of just emotional turmoil, the exhaustion is on another level. Like, I've never been so exhausted in my entire life. Like, my head hurts, and like, emotionally, I'm still, when you are feeling sad, like, I still felt so sad, because I was acting in sad scenes and I didn't even know what am I sad about, because I'm like, I'm happy, but I'm not happy. Like, I'm so sad. So like, it's like, you're so sad, the exhaustion, your mind, your body, like, you don't, like, when you get home, you don't even want anything. You don't want to shower, you don't want to eat, you don't want to sleep, you want nothing. It's a lot, and I don't even know how people are able to go through this, because at that time, like, I was going through a lot. And a lot of people don't understand this, because they think acting is just, speaking in front of a camera. Like, it's a lot of work, and I think we ought to respect actors more, because it's a lot of work, and it takes a lot from you. It takes a lot of you. It's like heavy weight on your shoulders when you are doing, especially like, really emotional scenes. So that's something that I wish other people would have told me about acting. Maybe I would have chosen a different career, because that shit is not nice and I don't want to go through it again. Have you subscribed? Oh, but you made it this far, Miss. Why are you not subscribing? Okay, at least like, okay, at least follow me on Instagram. Okay, fine, just comment below, like, something you want, something you wish you knew about acting. Did anything shock you that I said? Is there any other thing that you want to know? Is there any video that you want me to make about acting? Leave a comment below, even if you just think like, today I look pretty. Thank you for watching.